As you guys saw, I just got a 3D printer. I've always wanted one, and recently I was talking to a friend about it, and him and his wife just bought one for me. So shout out Jay and Amrita. Like everyone else on the internet that's gotten into 3D printed, I went with the Bambu Labs A1 Mini, and it's been a lot of fun. I've always avoided 3D printing because I thought it was really complicated. I thought you had to know how to 3D design. I just had no clue what it took. But Bambu Labs makes it so easy. They have a website with a bunch of designs, and you can send designs straight from that website wirelessly to the printer. Super simple. And there's a bunch of other designs out there that you can just pull into the Bambu Labs software and send it to the printer. There's no end to the amount of plastic crap that I've printed. A notebook with like little pen holder and a stand in the back. And this little bento, it opens up. I've printed a bunch of stuff and I've been practicing with the printers. Where am I now in my 3D printing journey? I actually want to start learning how to design my own products now. And I think the first thing I'm going to start with is this product from Ugmonk. I personally like writing down my task on paper or iPad or whatever. I enjoy having an actual list of the things that I need to get done. But I'll be honest, this is a sick product, but personally I don't want to drop $100 on it. It's really cool. He has his own labeled papers for like today, someday, or whenever, but I don't want to be boxed in to having to keep buying the paper for this specific product. So I was thinking, well, can I design one and that does the same thing, but it just works with paper from Amazon? That's what I tried to design last week. I opened up Tinkercad, which is a free design software on the browser, and I just took a stab at it. I looked up the measurements for the paper and I was just trying to design it. It was hard for me to grasp at first, making things like holes and spaces, but after a while I kind of understood it. So let's see how it worked out. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out well. The paper doesn't fit. I sized it all wrong. I've recently found out that on iPad there's design softwares that's a little bit easier to use because you can just use your Apple Pencil. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. For those of you who are new, my name is James and I've been a software developer for like 7 years. And on this channel I just show you guys some of the projects I'm working on. Mainly they're coding projects and apps and different things like that. But I also just like sharing some of my life with you guys and the different hobbies that I have, like working out and now 3D printing. So I know this is a little bit different, but we're here for the ride, right? So let's get to this 3D designing. Alright, so I went through the tutorial. I'm using an app called Shaper 3D, and it's actually pretty simple to use, following the tutorial at least. I'm hoping that translates to real application. So what I needed first, and this was my mistake last time, is not focusing on the measurements. This time I measured out the paper, and as we can see, it's 3.23 inches by 4.84 inches. This would be the design I'm looking for. I have an outside rectangle, and then the inside rectangle is big enough for the paper. My first approach is just going to be draw two rectangles and put them inside each other and see what happens. So yeah, let's see what happens. That went pretty well. It took me a little bit to understand how to like draw the shapes on top of each other and all that and dig the holes into each other, but I think it came out pretty good. This is kind of what I'm working with. So yeah, I mean, Shaper, it seems pretty cool. I'm gonna send this to print now. I'm gonna figure out how to export it to my computer and then send it to the Bambu app. It took 2 hours and like 50 grams of filament. It tells you in the software how much it would cost. It costs about $1.50. So here's the end result. See, it has a little slit for me to stand them there. But for the real moment of truth, can it fit the piece of paper? beautiful. I feel pretty confident now with the measurements and just designing things. As long as I measure things properly, it seems like it'll work out. Let's see how it looks standing up. I think I need to make it a little bit deeper so that way the paper isn't as flimsy because it's kind of tipping over. But I'm still overall happy with this. It was fun. Messed around with a new hobby, learned some 3D design, showed you guys the printer, and I finally printed my first actual design thing, which was really cool. Obviously, I need to make some tweaks to it to just learn how to like make it nicer. I want to round the edges and do different things like that. This video is different, it's not programming, but like I said, I just want to show you guys all of my different hobbies and different things I like to do apart from programming. Next video, I'm gonna go back into Burn, which is the hybrid fitness app I've been working on. I'm looking into doing Apple Health integration, so that way we can start getting some data from the watches and stuff like that. Thanks for following along. I'm gonna go watch the Demon Slayer movie now, so like and subscribe, and if you watch Demon Slayer, like this video. Just like the video in general. Jerks. Why don't people end videos like that anymore? Wow.